Today I want to show you how the Scrum Master job looks like, or how to set up an agile team. And by doing that, I think the Scrum Master is pretty much like a mirror for the whole Scrum team. And he's the coach, and he helps the team to reflect and actually think about things like people issues or processes and the tool that they choose together. So he's like the big mirror for the team and for the company. And if you think about the team maturity and the team ability to solve problems, this is actually a very interesting thing. Like in the beginning, of course, you have the team building phase where you build the team, set it together. You have the storming, norming, and performing phase of Tugman, and you set the people together. But I think there's a correlation to another thing I call this the level of self-management. Um, we maybe know that from things like Management 3.0, where you have something, it's called delegation poker, where you sit together and play cards between the management and an agile team, and you solve like how you want to deal, how you want to self-manage or manage um, different issues together. So in the beginning, in an early team, or not an agile at all team, you have a command and control structure where the management tells the team what to do and how to do it actually. And then when you go further, the management explains, maybe it says a bit more, at least I hope, and then it sells the idea of what they want to do, right? And the better thing then you aim for an agile team here, like the management is asking the team what is, so the management consults the team, or what then really comes to action agile in Agile is that you all agree. You sit in one boat and you have consent about something. You agree on that. It's like the basic principle of an agile environment, of an agile culture. And then later you turn the boat around and say, okay, now the management is just giving advice because he is the very experienced guy, or the management just inquires the decisions that the team made, and you can fully delegate that whole management thing to an agile team when it's well experienced. So classic topics like HR topics like salary and things, you can really give that to agile teams when they're very mature. From that point, I think there's a correlation between the maturity, the skills, the capabilities of a team, and the self-management approach. And in this inner circle here, you have just a team, the beginning. It's a good thing, but it's just a start. And then later, you have the self-organized team, which aims for more self-management and for more freedom in their decisions. And they have more, they're a performing team, so they're already delivering things. And then if you look ahead further, you probably don't have leaders like a strong management anymore. The team itself, this agile teams, becomes something like a leadership team. So they are leader. This agile team is a leader on its own, and because they're delivering something, they have even more capacity to help others, to influence others, to better the whole company, to run agile communities of practice, or even not company-wide. You can even think about that they go to conferences and help the worldwide agile or technology community to improve and to get better. I think that's actually something that companies like Google or so are aiming for. So as I said, like community of practice, if you are having a mature team, things like that just appear naturally. Okay, so in this way, think about it as, is there a maturity, is there a correlation between the team maturity and the self-management level? And if you aim for that and stay on that road, and you have the chance, if you stay on the right level of team maturity and self-management, to come to a point where you have a self-organized, high-performing team. And of course, while doing that, you can get off the road, and the Scrum Master role is to make that transparent and to show that. Like if you are forced back by management, for example, and the team is very mature, and they have no freedom anymore to self-manage themselves, I think it can lead to frustrations. So be aware, if you aim for an agile team and you want to become one like a world-class agile team, that you have this management approach as well in your set. Or the other way, where you have a team which is not that experienced, and you give them this level of self-organization, self-management, actually, then it's really just lost. So be sure that you stay on that road, right? Well, that's pretty much what I want to say. One thing. So in the beginning, I think the role is pretty much like a trainer for the team. Later, the role of Scrum Master is more like a consultant. And if you think about agile leadership, the role is pretty much like a personal coach. It's like a management coach. Because as I said, like the agile team is like a management on its own. And maybe some management say now, okay, well, I lose my control. I have no direct control anymore. Well, that's true. So, but it's actually what you should aim for, because if you have no one bottleneck in this decision making, you have a team who is able to do it on its own. It's more flexible and can react better to the world. And I think that it's something you should aim for. And actually, there is no big risk in it, because as they stay on the road, they do their job, like they still delivering something and they still create value. So there is no risk. It's just you have more time as a manager to do something else. So that's pretty much what I want to tell you. It's like as last time, I now give everyone like a frame and a nice shades, and that's all. I hope you enjoyed it and think about the idea of an agile team and on the journey of becoming a world-class or high-performing team. And I hope you enjoyed it and spread the word and share it with your friends and colleagues, and see you next time. Bye.